Welcome back to another Little Snippet, and it is the new year, so Happy New Year if you are celebrating. And I really just wanted to kick off the new year with an episode around corrections, because I think this is something that can play on your mind a lot. Let's be really frank about it. You don't want to look like an idiot, whether that's in front of your team, whether that's in front of your boss or your superiors. And when you are in a more senior position, there is essentially, you could say, more to lose. And that's why at times you may feel really crippled by this fear to speak in front of others. But I would like to share with you a way to view corrections that I hope will help you feel a little bit less anxious about it. The first really important thing to say here is not all corrections are weighted the same. They are not all as important as each other. The system that I like to use with my clients is traffic lights. The reason why I prefer this system is because it's based on, can we communicate or not? It's not, is it perfect or not? Because remember, in business, we can communicate with each other even if what you're saying isn't absolutely perfect. And again, as a reminder, your colleagues are not English teachers. They are your colleagues. They don't care about things being perfect. They care about, can I understand what you're saying? Can I get the job done? For example, there are some things that if you say it, there would be a lack of communication because the other person wouldn't be able to understand you. Perhaps that's maybe because your sentence isn't coherent. Maybe you're using the wrong word, which is very confusing. Those are in the red category, and those are important to correct, right? Because there's a lack of communication. Then you've got quite a big yellow category, or amber, if we're talking about traffic lights. And this is, I understand you from the context, but I might have to make a little bit of effort to put it together. It might not sound very elegant or very natural, but we can communicate. Then finally, you have green. You could argue that there's no green category for mistakes, but I would disagree. And these are corrections where, okay, it's not technically correct, but it's so inoffensive that people will hardly even notice. Let me give you a classic example. This would be where you might say something like, I work in a project, rather than the technically correct version, which is I work on a project. It's so inoffensive, people are hardly going to notice it. Of course, we would ideally want to correct that, but I guess what I'm trying to get across to you is you need to start with the red things first. Anything red, we need to correct that. Then we start working on the yellow, and then the cherry on top of the cake are the green things. As I said before, not all corrections are the same, so please don't beat yourself up about small things. We have an expression in English which is don't sweat the small stuff. The important thing to correct are anything in that red category and working on those yellow things, which probably for you is the most important area because you're probably already at a level where you have coherent sentences. It's just that maybe sometimes you don't sound very natural. Or maybe sometimes it's a little bit confusing, but I can kind of understand from the context. Those are the things that you want to focus on. All right, I hope that was useful. See you in the next one.